Listen up, you beautiful Leeds United fanatics. Your boy's got some absolutely mental news that's going to have every single one of you Whites supporters either jumping off your seats or pacing around your living room like a madman. We're talking about 3 massive stories that could completely reshape our beloved club's future. And trust me, when I say massive, I mean the kind of news that has Elland Road buzzing like it's match day against Manchester United. Picture this. A young Turkish sensation who's being begged to leave his current club, a hometown hero who's desperately trying to find his way back to where his heart belongs, and a goal machine who just saved his team from relegation and now has Europe's biggest clubs in an absolute war to sign him. Smash that like button right now, because what I'm about to tell you will have you calling every Leeds fan. Hit subscribe, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next in this transfer window madness. The Whites Army deserves to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the explosive truth about what Daniel Farke and the board are cooking up behind closed doors. Are we about to witness the most incredible summer in recent Leeds United history, or are we setting ourselves up for heartbreak? One striker is practically begging to leave Turkey, and guess who's got an 8.5 million bid ready to go? Whites Army meet Semih Kılıçsoy. And before you even think about Googling how to pronounce that name, just know this 19-year-old Turkish international is about to become the most talked about name in every Leeds United WhatsApp group across Yorkshire. This kid was Arsenal's target last year. Arsenal! But here's where it gets absolutely bonkers. He's basically being pushed out of Besiktas by his own media. A Turkish pundit literally went on television and told this boy, "You need to get out of Besiktas before they destroy you completely." Can you imagine that? The lad's own country's media is telling him to pack his bags and run. And where's he supposed to run to? Elland Road, that's where. Daniel Farke has been watching this situation unfold like a hawk circling its prey. We're talking about a striker who scored 11 goals in just 23 games the season before. That's not luck, that's pure class. But then, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got his hands on him and completely wasted his talent, playing him out of position and crushing his confidence. The Whites are ready to throw £8.5 million on the table. That's serious money for a 19-year-old. But here's the beautiful part. Besiktas doesn't even want to sell him permanently. They want to loan him out like he's some sort of unwanted Christmas present. This is where Leeds United comes in like the cavalry. We're not interested in loans. We want to give this kid a real home, a real chance to show what he can do in the Premier League. Imagine Semih Kılıçsoy running at Premier League defenses with Elland Road roaring behind him. But wait, there's more madness coming your way, and it involves a name that will make every Leeds fan's heart skip a beat. Whites Army, prepare yourselves for the most emotional rollercoaster you've experienced since we got promoted. Remember Calvin Phillips, our Yorkshire Pirlo, the lad who broke our hearts when he left for Manchester City's billions? Well, guess what? He wants to come back home. This isn't some newspaper speculation or agent talk. This is Calvin Phillips himself making it crystal clear that his heart never left West Yorkshire. After 3 years of absolute torture at Manchester City, being criticised by Pep Guardiola, flopping at West Ham, and barely getting game time at relegated Ipswich, our boy is ready to return to where he belongs. The man posted on Instagram, thanking Ipswich's manager for making him believe in himself again. Can you feel that emotion? Can you picture Calvin Phillips back in a Leeds United shirt, orchestrating our midfield like he used to? Graham Bailey, and we all know he's got the inside scoop, has confirmed that Phillips wants to come back to Leeds this summer. This isn't just wishful thinking from us fans. This is real. This is happening. Think about it. We need midfield steel for the Premier League. Joe Rothwell and Joshua Guilavogui are leaving, and who better to fill that gap than the lad who knows what it means to wear the Leeds shirt? Who knows what Elland Road sounds like when it's rocking? Phillips has been through hell and back. The criticism, the injuries, the mistakes, the red cards. But sometimes you need to leave home to realise where you truly belong. And for Phillips, that place has always been Leeds United. Manchester City will want their money back, but we're in the Premier League now. We've got the financial muscle to make this happen. Can you imagine the scenes when Calvin Phillips walks back into Elland Road wearing Leeds colours again? But hold on to your seats, because the biggest battle is yet to come, and it involves taking on some of Europe's giants. Whites Army, this is where things get absolutely insane. While we're sorting out our Turkish sensation and bringing our prodigal son home, Daniel Farke has set his sights on a striker who just pulled off one of the greatest individual seasons in recent memory. Meet Nikola Kristovic, Montenegro's 2025 Player of the Year, and this man is an absolute phenomenon. Picture this. His team Lecce scored only 27 goals all season in Serie A. They were fighting relegation until the very last day. And this absolute legend was responsible for 17 of those goals, 12 goals and 5 assists. On the final day of the season, with relegation staring them in the face, Krstovic provided the assist that beat Lazio and kept Lecce in Serie A. This man doesn't just score goals, he saves teams. But here's where it gets absolutely mental. AC Milan wants him, Inter Milan wants him, Napoli, the Serie A champions, want him, Roma wants him, and right in the middle of this European war for his signature stands Leeds United. Can you believe that? We're going toe-to-toe with some of the biggest clubs in European football. AC Milan with their 7 Champions League titles, Inter Milan with their recent European success, Napoli who just won Serie A, and they're all looking at the same striker we want. Lecce want £25 million for their hero. That's exactly the kind of money we've been throwing around for Troy Parrott and other targets. But Krstovic isn't just any striker. He's a man who performs when everything is on the line. This is Daniel Farke showing the world that Leeds United means business in the Premier League. We're not here to make up the numbers, we're here to compete with the best. White's Army, can you imagine Nikola Krstovic running onto through balls at Elland Road? Can you picture him celebrating in front of the South Stand after scoring the winner against Manchester United? This is the kind of striker who could turn Leeds United from Premier League survivors into Premier League contenders. Listen up, you beautiful Leeds United fanatics. This isn't just another transfer window. This is Daniel Farke and the board showing the world that Leeds United is back and we're not messing around. We've got a Turkish wonder kid who's being told by his own media to get out and join a proper club. And that proper club could be Yea. We've got our Yorkshire hero Calvin Phillips literally begging to come home after years of torture at Manchester City. And we're going head-to-head with AC Milan, Inter and Napoli for a striker who just saved his team from relegation almost single-handedly. Smash that like button if you believe this could be the transfer window that changes everything for Leeds United. Hit subscribe and ring that notification bell because the next few weeks are going to be absolutely mental. The Premier League won't know what hit them when these 3 potential signings start wearing the Leeds shirt. Semi Kilitshoy terrorizing defenses with his pace, Calvin Phillips dictating the tempo from midfield like the good old days, and Nikola Krstovic banging in goals like there's no tomorrow. But here's the £1 million question that every single Whites fan needs to answer. Are we really ready to compete with Europe's elite for these signings, or are we setting ourselves up for the kind of heartbreak that only Leeds United fans know how to handle? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let the Whites Army know. Which of these 3 signings would make you lose your absolute mind with excitement? We are Leeds, we are Leeds, we are Leeds.